Hey folks, welcome back. In this video, we're going to look at how you can draw interesting and unusual cartoony heads using the number 7. Let's get right into it. So this technique can be used for drawing profile characters as well as characters that are in a 3/4 front view. And the technique involves establishing a few components: the eye line, the nose, the mouth, and the chin. And what's really important is you want to make sure that you keep these lines unevenly spaced. So you don't want something that looks like a ladder where everything is equally spaced, because that just makes all of your features, almost identically spaced apart from one another, and it can look pretty boring. So let's take a look and see how this technique works. So we're going to start off by establishing the forehead, and then we can see that there's like a backward 7 there. Then we have the nose, and we can vary that 7's position. I'm just going to keep it like this so you can see what I'm doing. Then we have another 7 over here, and another 7 down below. So how's that going to work? Well, if I drop my opacity and make a new layer, then I can come back in and I can draw the nostril. I can draw eyes. I've got the lips, and I've got the chin. And now what I can do is simply connect those things up with some type of shape. So I've got now a face. That's the basic idea behind this. So let's take a look and see how we can apply this once again. I'll create my lines. This time, what I'll do is, instead of creating the lines, I'm just going to actually create some random shape, some enclosed shape. Let's go ahead now and indicate the position of the eye line. Let's indicate the position of the nose. I'll move the nose in a little bit closer. We'll have the mouth a little bit lower, and then we'll have the chin a lot lower. And so what we can do now is we can draw a line that extends from the top of the head down to the eye line. Another line here. This is our second number 7. You can see that there's a 7 here, another 7 over here, another 7 here, and so on and so forth. So now I can just drop the opacity, make a new layer, put the nose in, and then complete the circle. So I've got the chin now, and I can draw the other features, hair, etc. So in this manner, what we can do is we can really create very interesting and unusual characters that just don't fall into the standard vanilla variety. So you can see that this character is a completely brand new character. And the best part about this is I can actually use the same guidelines here and just mix and match. I can move, for example, the eyes closer, and I can make the nose a little bit wider. I can make the lips, let's make the lips much bigger. And we'll actually have the mouth open a little bit. And we've got the chin. And you can follow the shape that you've initially created to create this really interesting and unusual looking character. So one thing that you can also do with this technique is you can also use this to draw a profile view. So if I were to draw those lines once again, I'm going to vary the position up here, move this a little bit lower. I'll pick a different color, draw the forehead, draw the nose, draw the areas for the mouth, and we have something like that. So now I can complete that shape by just simply drawing the cranium and the jaw. And let me just drop the opacity and hide this layer so you can see it a little bit better. And the eye in the side view is always tucked a little bit inside. And you don't have to follow these lines exactly. You can add a little bit of variation, like I don't have to make the nose pointed if I don't want to. And similarly, I can add a smile, open the mouth a little bit, add a little bit of a chin. We'll give them really long ears because part of cartooning is exaggeration. And then from there, you can add sideburns or whatever you want. Now, since you've stuck with this video for this long, there's a little variation on this. You don't have to use straight lines. You can, for example, have a line that is bent. So in this case, I'm adding some curvature to the lines. And now I'll use my 7 technique here. Like so. So here I can drop the opacity on both of these layers. And now I can create an expressive looking character that may look angry. And you can always fill that in with the head shape. But what I like about this technique is it allows us to place the features a lot easily. And it gives some variety in terms of the positioning of the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and the chin. So we're not just drawing the same characters over and over again. You can use the same shape and you can create a completely radically different set of lines and have a completely different character. So if you're trying to create characters that are siblings, for example, they might have the same head shape, but where they might deviate is in terms of the positioning of these lines. And again, you can bend the lines, you can curve the lines, but the important thing here is you're looking for those reverse 7s or those actual 7s. And this allows you to easily place the features like eyes, for example, and the nose and where the nostrils go. And then also bifurcating the lips, splitting the lips apart, right? So you can stay on proportion. So I hope this tip was helpful. If it is, please consider giving it a like. Thank you for subscribing. Those of you that have subscribed recently, we've had a lot of new subscribers. So it looks like the channel is getting some traction. If you want to see more tips and techniques like this, please consider subscribing to the channel and telling a friend. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll catch you in the next one.